All right, what's going on, everybody? Today, it's not a live because I got to use my cell phone. And because I got to use my cell phone, remember I told you I can't do lives on my cell phone because I don't have enough subscribers somehow. So it's all good, no issue. I have this on so you can actually hear me speak. It's got a microphone on it. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of me just sitting in front of the camera and talking to you, we're going to do more of an active YouTube experience. So that means I'm going to be putting stuff together because I've already told you I've moved into my place, or maybe I didn't tell you. I moved into my place last weekend officially. And with that, I've been doing stuff. One of the things I've been doing, don't mind the mess, is putting not hardwood floors, I'm lying, putting vinyl plank flooring in where there was carpet before. And so that was a whole process. That took me about 2 weeks for taking the carpet out, leveling the floor, trying to level it, and ending up, it's a mess. Like, I was supposed to be leveling the floor. I ended up putting humps into the floor. So that was quite a process. But today, I want to take off the door for the bathroom because the bathroom door is a little tight inside the bathroom when it's time to open and close it. So I want to remove that. And I'm also going to put this TV up. And so you can kind of watch me work and I can speak to you as I'm working. Hopefully I can concentrate on both and I don't fuck anything up too bad. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Happy Saturday for one. Hopefully everybody's enjoying a great Saturday. It's probably the evening for a lot of people on the East Coast, of course. But yeah, let's get into it. So I want to put the TV kind of like right in the not in the middle, but like kind of like right here in this area. And so I gotta find out where the studs are, obviously, and then when I find the studs, I can install my trusty mount, which I've used before, so I know it works well. And then I will put this 55-inch TV up. So let's get into it. So when there's noise, like right now with this little stud finder, I'm not gonna say much. I'm just gonna kind of let things go and then I'll speak more afterwards. I actually need a marker so I can mark where this area is. Sorry for the extra talking if you hear it. Some neighbors outside are having a conversation. Okay, but that's too low. Okay, I'm just marking where it's finding the studs. Okay, so it should be 16 inches in the center of that stud. Or I'm gonna find my other stud. Let's see. I like to do the measurement just in case to make sure this stud finder is doing what it's supposed to. It could be wrong, it could be off, you know? Okay, it's not lying. But I don't know if I want to put it right here or if I actually want to put it over on this side of it, 16 inches away. That might be a better look, might be more balanced. So today I want to discuss some things with you. One of those things being that it's been since November, so we're looking at what is it, May? 7 months, almost 7 months since my last sexual encounter, and man, it's getting tough. This is usually around the time where things get a little tricky in terms of just trying to hold on and I'm not trying to be celibate right now. That's the weird thing. I'm not trying to be celibate, but at the same time, I'm very big on energy. And so, energetically, if I'm not ready to be sexually involved with anybody, I won't. And so I just feel like I'm still not necessarily ready because I want something. I want something more than just a sexual experience. I want something more fulfilling and, more connected. Let me not say more connected because I can have very connected sexual interactions, but I just want something that's more lasting. Let me say that. So I've been going 7 months, haven't even really been dating. Obviously, things have changed in the last 3 months to where dating is not really the ideal situation anyway. But even if it wasn't the case, there would still be some hesitancy on my part in that department. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find where the studs are going all the way, where the stud is going all the way down. So that might not actually be the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, okay. So I need to keep it lower then. Damn. All right. Well, I can't put the TV as high as I wanted to, which is unfortunate, but I guess we can work it out. That's fine. Oh, it's still there. I can do something there. Yeah, that's still there. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that right there, make some marks. Oh man, I should have had something to make sure I'm level. Hey there. Hey, Nick. That looks. I think when I did it the first time, I actually used the level on the arm because I can't find my short level. My short level's not with me right now. Okay, so we can talk some more, and you're not just watching me do work. Let's go on to the door, and I will do it the old school way, the mechanical way. So that you see me doing and hear me. So I was getting into the whole thing about 7 months and how I haven't done anything in 7 months and dated either. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. But what I've realized, this is something I've known already. Let's see if you can see me. This is something I've known already. When I haven't done anything in a while, there comes a point where I'm driven by the other head. I'm not thinking with the same head all the time now. And not only that, like I'm super just. I mean, the word that everybody would understand is horny. Like, I'm wanting it a lot. And at this point, I'm almost driven by ass. Like, when I see ass on the street, oh my goodness, my head is turning all the time. And it's it's what it is. But it's tough, man. Like my head is constantly turning, and I'm just constantly just looking at different asses of all shapes and sizes. Um, yeah, it's just one of those things, and that's because I'm an ass man. Like I'm definitely, if I had to choose between ass or something else, it would be ass all day, all the time, all day, never a doubt. Never a doubt. So that's what that is. But yeah, maybe you've experienced that too. Maybe you know, people who are horny constantly have the same sentiment where they're just constantly looking at um, parts of other people's bodies that attract them, and they're just driven by it. I mean, you're just crazy for it. But the thing about it, I've known myself for a while. Obviously, I've known myself for 36 years, and within that time span, when I've chosen, when I decided to start becoming sexually active, I was never somebody who had sex constantly in terms of like throughout the year. And it sounds really strange, but I would go 3-4 months on average without having sex. Now, when I am having sex, I'm having, a healthy amount of sex with, sometimes 1, 2, 3 people, simultaneously, not simultaneously as in the same time together, but at the same time. And so I'm getting it in, but then, whatever something happens and I'm no longer having that situation with those people, and then I'm just chilling for like a good little minute. And it's usually been like that. been my sexual pattern for as long as I can remember. So this is not even that different. This 7 month thing is like, yeah, it's longer than usual, but it's not really abnormal for me. So the feeling is not unusual. And so I know that during these times, this is not when I want to meet new people. This is not when I necessarily want to start relationships, because I'm ready. I'm ready for that action. And it might come off, even to me sometimes, that, oh, it's, you know, I like this person or I want more with this person, but in all actuality, I'm thinking with the other head more than anything else. And so now I don't, you know, unless I know for sure, like this is something I want to go for, I don't even mess around with that. Come on out. Take these out. Just resting it on my foot so I can take the rest of these screws out. Alright, got that off. Cool. So, doors out now. Or doors off. And I'll just keep that on the side. And now I can operate. Door's gonna have to be open for a while until I figure out if I want to put a sliding door or just some kind of like partition situation. Probably gonna put the sliding door though. So that's that. Doors off. You know, another thing I wanted to mention though was, you know, I know there's an election coming up, and there's a lot of things happening in the world, it seems like, especially in this country though, that have people of color just thinking of different things and looking at things a different way. And for me in particular, it's really had me thinking of how I want to remind people, if you don't already have this mentality or mindset, I want to implore you to take your life into your own hands and take your well-being, take your fate, you know, in a sense, in your own hands, and really make your life what you want it to be. Don't wait on anybody, whether that be a politician, a boss, a parent, you know, a sibling, a family member, a good friend. Don't wait on anybody to make your life better or to help you make your life better. It starts with you. And when you're ready to take that leap, when you're willing to take that move or that leap, you can now look into ways where other people who may have more insight can maybe help you do that. You know, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to just know everything already off the bat, but it's a lot easier when you made the decision that you're gonna succeed no matter what. And so a lot of external factors are gonna change over time, depending on who's in office and who's doing this and who's doing that. But at the end of the day, it's important for you to say, no matter who's doing what, I know that I am in control of my circumstances internally. You can't control your external circumstances all the time, but you have to also be adaptable and be able to change with different situations and with different circumstances. So if one thing is for sure, it's that you can't expect the things around you to just continue and be the same. You know, you can expect variables, you can expect change, you can expect circumstances that are different. And so you need to be more conscious of that and just understand that even with things changing around you, you have the know-how, you have the ability, and if you don't, you have the willingness to find out how to adapt to that situation and how to be more effective for what it is you're trying to accomplish. So that's what I want to kind of like end, the recording today with, is that it's hard, obviously, seeing what's going on with, you know, black men, black boys in this country, and how, we're still being looked at as less than and not equal in the eyes of some. But if anything, I think it's had me personally thinking about what would happen if, excuse me, I don't know why, but I have like I need a cough, that's what it is. But it's really had me thinking about what it would be like if, you know, a lot of people that look like me just decided to, you know, create our own situations. And whether that be in this country or somewhere else, start our own nation or something. I don't know. And that doesn't mean to be separated from everybody else, but to be more independent. And so we don't have to be so reliant on the system, because this system is not really built for people that look like me to succeed. And so knowing that, I feel like taking my own advice might look something like going elsewhere in order for, us to create a situation where we are looked at as equal, and we're treating each other with respect and all that other stuff. That's just something I've been thinking. It's not like something I'm jumping to do. I'm not getting ready to move out of the country or anything, but it's definitely a thought that's been in my head, not for me specifically, but for a lot of people, a lot of black people in this nation, and maybe black people elsewhere as well. So just something to keep in mind. For me, you could think about it too if you want. Marcus Garvey, I know he spoke about that kind of thing, like kind of going back to our roots, and where we began. So I don't know. If you want to read more about it, you can find out about Marcus Garvey and some of his teachings. I haven't read any of his stuff necessarily, but I know that one of the basis of what he talked about was, going back to either Africa or somewhere else where we began. And yeah, so anyway, that's what's going on today, Saturday. It's not live. This is live right now, but it's not on live on YouTube, which is fine. If you want to leave some comments, leave a comment. If you want to like this video, you already know to like it. And if you want to subscribe, subscribe. Like I said, I want to do this every Saturday. I missed the Saturday last week because I was moving, so hopefully you can forgive me. But yeah, I want to bring this back next Saturday, and the Saturday after that, and let's just get it going. Let's get a community of conversation, where we can speak openly about sex, we can speak openly about travel, we can speak openly about food, which I haven't even touched on yet. And I might have to get on that on the next episode, actually, because I haven't shown any of my food. I haven't shown or talked about any of the restaurants in San Diego that are fire. So we need to get on the food topic soon. Yeah, so talk to you guys next time. Until next time, later.